Gango, how's everybody doing, man? Welcome back to Man Blue FC. My name is Landon. We're back with another reaction. This time, we're reacting to Expressions Oozing, and this is his match reaction following the Manchester United versus Tottenham Hotspur 2-2 draw. And again, if you saw my previous video, I mentioned that I didn't watch this match. I just kind of like, you know what I mean, read the headlines, you know what I mean? And it seems like it was a very dramatic match, but yeah, I just want to check out Expressions Oozing, man. Kind of get his take on it, seeing as I don't know anything about it besides the scoreline and the goal scorers. I know that it was a 1-0 Manchester United for a while until like the end, where it was just like a scramble for goals. Three goals were scored in like a space of like 10 minutes or maybe like 15 minutes. It was crazy, apparently. But you know what I mean? Expressions knows more than me, so I'm just gonna let him get into it, man. Let's jump into that video right now.
This is an absolute roller coaster, and I ain't been on a roller coaster since I learned how to build. Fam, I can't take it. Let's be honest, neither team was great. The first half of football was ours. It was a twerk-off contest for Neil Patrick Harris and Michael Barrymore, fam. They had options. Man United were poor, and Spurs, we weren't great. At this point, both teams should allow us to buy our tickets with food stamps, if that's what we're watching. We needed to win today, but when I saw the lineup, brother, it's like me trying to do a live stream from Yemen. We were set up to fail, fam. I know we got injuries. We always got injuries. It's like when you sign to Spurs, you're part-time sparring with Francis Ngannou, fam. It has to be. Honestly, we got no luck. We got no love. Like Eminem and Lil Wayne, fam. No love. I'm not delusional. We lost 22 games last season. We were getting touched home and away. Premier League keyboard. We were victims. But this season, we're undefeated in the Champions League, in the top four, and we didn't do nothing in the transfer window, fam. We went into that transfer window with universal credit dealings, fam. Yes, you have to give Frank credit, but at the same time, the football needs to improve, and so do the decisions. Our home is supposed to be a fortress, but it's like a bando. Man just turn up and do whatever they want. Players blaming the atmosphere. I get it. There's no atmos. There's just fear, fam. Let me tell you this, the fans are singing before the game, when the game starts, but as soon as the whistle goes, bro, these man fall asleep, lad. They're 10 beers in, and it's fossil football certain times. I've heard more noise in a GCSE exam hall than our home stadium. Even when they change the score, you can hear it, fam. I have sympathy for Frank because of all the players that you got missing, bro. But you're making more bad decisions than Britney Spears and Lindsay Lohan in their prime. Destiny, Odebear, how did they not start? That first half was abysmal. The XG was so low, it was arguing with Troops and Gary Coleman, fam. I've never seen it that low. Everyone wants to cook Javi, yeah, but he's carrying the ball forward, and it's like he's got COVID. None of the Spurs players want to be next to him. No one's there supporting him, none of them. Our home form is shocking. At this point, we need ADT. We at least need a ring doorbell, fam. Teams are coming here like Premier League bailiffs and just taking what they want. And the goals we conceded, that defending, straight out of Kings of Comedy, fam. We had Cedric the Entertainer and Steve Harvey. Instead of going to the ball, these men put their hands behind their back, fam. Like it's Power Rangers, like it's morphin' time. When did we sign Jason and Tommy Oliver to defend for us? It was ridiculous stuff. Brother, they just left a gap. Gap lives matter, blood. They were paying homage to me. Signing Brumo was free, blood. It was civil rights settings for man, and there's no chance he's missing that. There isn't one hair follicle on his head for him to be missing them headers, fam. Of course it was going in. Man had the Incredible Hulk, Homer Simpson, just out there dunking on us, fam. Dunking on us. And then the Paris Pop Smoke, Matthias Tell, a man that I thought was back at Bayern Munich, the way that we haven't seen him, fam. Cap Tell America, blood, he's on ice. He grabbed the equalizer like Triple H at a contract signing, fam. It was sledgehammer setting. Richarlison ends up getting a second, fam, with a flick straight out of Disney's A Bug's Life. I couldn't believe it. The man ripped his shirt off like John Cena, fam. Brazilian Cena, just for us to get dunked on again. Brother, we folded like a laptop, blood. So solid crew had more time than us, fam. They had 21 seconds. We had 20 seconds to see the game out, fam, and we fold. Motorola, fam. Vicario was flapping like Big Bird. It was a joke, fam. Back to the video, and it is Tottenham 2, Man United 2, and brother, I feel like I watched more than one game in that 90 minutes. Because you see that first half, blood, it was fossil football, archaic, bro. It was you know what? Let me not even do that. When the game started, yeah, we looked like we were going to score. I'm not saying through shots, through what we were doing on the field. Because United, they were shocking. They were poor. Do you know what I mean? We looked like we was going to score. United get that goal against a runner play out of nowhere like an RKO, fam. And then after that, it's like we shut down, blood. No electricity at the end, fam. I'm telling you, bro, that first half was archaic fossil football, bro. It was, blood. It was straight out of, it was BC, blood, before Christ, fam. That's where it came on. I'm telling you, both teams were rubbish. I'm not saying we got dominated. It could have been 1-0. No! It was 45 minutes of my life I'll never get back, fam. Never get back. Do you understand? Like, it's not good enough, bruv. Yeah, second half, yeah, Man United, they literally just came out to defend. United had the 1-0 lead, and it's like anything going forward, they had nothing, bruv. Brian and Boomer had more up top than Man United, innit, in that second half. They died, fam. Their controllers died. That's what it was. And that second half is when we should have came back into the game. That second half, when Frank's gone and taken off Kolo Muani, yeah, who, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying he had the best game, but you're seeing Johnson, Richarlison, especially Richarlison, even though we got the goal, fam. How that man played 90 minutes, I'll never know, fam. And you want to tell me that man can't talk about the manager,
He scored,
bro?
didn't he?
Bad decisions, blood. Odegaard should have
Richarlison
started.
scored against Manchester
Udogie should have
City as
started,
well, so
fam.
I don't know where
Do you know
the
what I
hate is
mean?
coming
Kolo
from.
shouldn't have been taken off, fam. Yes, we needed to bring on Destiny. Not Destiny. We needed to bring on Denilson Odegaard. We needed to bring him on. But he should have came on for Richarlison. Kolo should have stayed up top, bro. That's a mistake, fam. That's a mistake. Destiny not starting and Odegaard not starting is a mistake. We could have won today. It may not have been a great game, but we could have won today. It's 2 points dropped, fam. I'm not going to... Yes, I'm happy we didn't lose because we went behind. I am happy we didn't lose. But I'm not going to sit here and pretend that a draw at home to Man United is great. They ain't been playing well. I don't care about the manager of the month, this, that, and the other, rah, rah, rah. That team that we saw today, we should be beaten, fam. I wasn't scared of United today, fam. I was more scared of us. Do you understand? I was more scared of us. Broski, I just don't know, bro. The thing is why I lose it, yeah, is because, yes, I understand where we were last season. You get me? But at the same time, that manager's gone for a reason, fam. He's gone for a reason. Thomas Frank, I will never turn around and say he's not a good manager. I won't do that because he's a good manager. Whether he's a good fit for Tottenham or not, we'll find out. We'll find out. You can't judge him on that yet. But he's a good manager. He's done enough in the Premier League for you to work and say, you know what? He's a good manager. But broski, this isn't the football that man want to be seeing at Tottenham, fam. Like, you need time, Rolex, AP, Cartier, all of that. You need to improve it, fam. Like, we need to be at home. We need to be dominating games. I'm not saying this Man United game, but we can't just be coming and beating a counter-attacking team or, do you know what I mean, passing side to side, doing the candy dance and stuff. We need to do better. And yes, you do need better players. But my thing is as well, you came in talking about all this attacking talent and how they're good. Broski, this is your job on the line. If I got hired as a Tottenham manager, I'm coming in and saying, he ain't good enough, he ain't good enough, he ain't good enough, he ain't good enough. Get them out of there. I need this, I need that, I need that. Obviously, everyone's going to be different. You get me? You're probably a manager that came in and said, you know what, I can work with what I've got. Well, work with what you've got then, fam. I expect Brennan Johnson to be doing Mbumo numbers, blood. You get me, fam?
Yeah, that's
honestly,
fair.
bro. It was one or the other. Because it's crazy. It's crazy to me. Results-wise, you would be on crack to be complaining about where we are right now. Be honest. Results-wise, undefeated in the Champions League, yeah? In the top 4. But when you watch it with the eye, and you think, you know what, are we improving? Can we actually do something this season? This is why fans are getting angry, because they know we ain't going to win anything this season. And it's not even that, like, win anything, like it has to be a trophy. Even a top 4 thing, you know when they say, oh, top 4, if you don't get a trophy, get top 4. That's a myth, fam. I'll be lucky to get Europa League with what I'm seeing, with what we got available. Obviously, when the players come back, maybe something will change. hopefully it will have to, bro. It will have to. Because on paper, on FIFA, our team ain't this bad. You get me? You got Solanke, you got Madison, you got Kulu, blood. Do you know them way there? Fam? Hey, the injuries we've got is crazy, bro. It's crazy, but it does not take away from the fact that we could have won today, bro. If Frank got the team right, if he made the right changes, we could have won today, bro. It's just upsetting, fam. It's upsetting, bro. You get me? This is 2 points dropped, blood. And yeah, you're going to be thinking, but bro, you weren't even going to get a point at the start of the first half. That first half was unacceptable. Do you understand? We had to improve. If man didn't score, if we lost 1-0, bro, yo, I don't even know what would have happened, bro. Because let me tell you this United team was not good, bro. They can't turn around and say that they deserve to win. And I'm not going to turn around and say that we deserve to win. I've looked at the stats, and the stats look like we deserve to win. Brother, we don't just judge football on stats. Anyone that watched that game knew it was a twerking contest. You get me, fam? Tottenham got better in the second half. Yes, we did. If we actually, I know Ramiro, Richarlison, there was a few chances that we had, fam. There was. Do you know what I mean? But let's be honest, let's not pretend that we deserve to win this game. We didn't, bro. We didn't. No one deserved to win this game. None of them did. None of them did. And this is why they were laughing at us when we were both in the Europa League final. They're like, how did they make it there? This is such a shocking game of football, fam. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, nah. Like the first half, their goal was just so... It was diabolical, bro. Diabolical. I don't know what... It was Spence and someone else. It might have been Van de Ven that doing up the Power Rangers with a gap. You get me? Leaving a gap, fam. Paying homage to expressions, fam. Leaving a gap. Cross went straight through the two of the players. Homer Simpson, blood. Header. You get me? Header from Homer. 1-0, blood. 1-0. Broski, I don't even think we looked like scoring in the first half. Second half, I think Ramiro had a chance. You know what I mean? It was close, this, that, and the other. But our goal, yeah, Broski, let me tell you this. Matthias Tell. And you know for a fact that this had to be after the 65th minute because Franks don't make no changes. At halftime, he brought on Odebear because he had to, bro. Man would have been chanting for his name if he didn't bring on Odebear. You get me? They would have been booing him if he didn't bring on Odebear because these men should have started. Like him taking off Xavi Simmons as well. Why take off Xavi? You're taking off Xavi and I'm tired of man cook. Like I'll cook Xavi when it's right. But you can't be cooking Xavi Simmons because every time he got the ball and tried to move forward, there was no one around him. He's trying to progressively move the ball, and it's like these men are in a hammock Hotspur, fam. It's not good enough. I'll stick it on Xavi when it's warranted, but not today, fam. Not today like Zerg. Not today, blood. I'm telling you, fam. Don't chat to me about Xavi today, bro. Don't do it. Don't do it, fam. Because we got a lot more problems than that. A lot more. Broski, the team's not good enough, fam. It's not. Get me? But yeah, Tell got the goal. Richarlison with the equaliser through Odebear shot. Odebear cuts in, has a shot. Richarlison flicks it on, takes off his shirt. Hulkamania, John Cena. He's doing the most, fam. And I remember last time we played Liverpool and he did that and then we ended up fucking bottling it as well. Folded. It's almost like as soon as he takes his shirt off, man gotta know we're gonna lose the game. Something bad's gonna happen, fam. Honestly, bro, I told you, man, that I needed a better help sponsor throughout this month. I told all of you, fam. You get me? A loss to Chelsea, a draw with United, fam. How are we going to beat us? Brother, what's the point? Brother, international break. Make that 2 weeks. Simulate the game. How are we going to beat them, fam? Honestly, brother, we better hope and pray that we have so many man back, bro. Brother, man need man that's never played a game for Tottenham to beat these lot. Let's be honest. Brother, they're gonna have to open a transfer window in this international break for us to beat them. They're gonna have to. Oh, brother, I don't know, man. It's ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous. It's 2-2, bro. 2-2. You lot can let me know what you think. Am I being harsh? Because, broski, let me tell you this. I'm well aware of where we were last season. You get me? I'm not saying Frank isn't the man for the job. I'm saying if we want to do anything, we need to improve, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? Frank needs his players back. He does. I don't think we've had a fully fit squad. Do you know them? We're there the whole season. You haven't even seen what he can do with all of his options available. But at the same time, we just need to be better. There's no Frank out, bro. It ain't nothing like that, bro. It's Frank do better. That's what man's on, bro. And I'm just happy we didn't lose today, innit? You get me, fam? Because if that's what man's going to see, we could have just lost today. You get me? What does that point do for us? I don't know what it does for us. We'll see at the end of the season, but All in all, I'm happy we didn't lose today, innit? Make sure you lot smash a like, share, subscribe, and I'm out.
Big up Expressions Oozing, man. Seems very frustrated with his team. I mentioned before, this is a completely blind reaction because I didn't even watch the match. I kind of just woke up, you know what I mean? Like exactly at full time, which is crazy. But yeah, from what I'm hearing, it seems like it wasn't a good match, man. It wasn't a good match for the guys. The scoreline suggests differently though, because if any match ends 2-2, you would expect that it was like you know what I mean, competitive in the very least. But it seems as though managers weren't making substitutions that, you know, the fans wanted to see, or whatever the case was. You know what I mean? You guys will fill in the blanks for me, you know. But hearing Expressions Oozing just kind of made me think of something. You know, I'm a Manchester City fan, and we lost 3 Premier League matches this season. 1 to Tottenham, 1 to Brighton, and most recently 1 to Aston Villa. So we're not first in the table, but I don't have a reason to think that we can't compete for the league because my team is actually very good. We don't have Kevin De Bruyne. We don't have a lot of people that we used to have. Gundogan's left. Akanji's gone. You know what I mean? A few more. But I still feel like we're good enough to be competing for these trophies, the FA Cup, Carabao, Premier League, even the Champions League, right? As poor as maybe we've been at times. It must be very frustrating if you're these other Premier League teams. I'm not talking about Arsenal or Sunderland or Bournemouth. I'm talking about maybe like a Spurs or a Manchester United, because it's like, where do you get that belief from? You know what I mean? Like, what do you think is going to happen to you at the end of the season if this is how you're performing, or if you're this dissatisfied with your team at this stage of the season? You know what I mean? I think we're 11 matches in, and people are already talking about, is my manager the right fit for our club? It's like Thomas Frank is an astounding manager. You know what I mean? Thomas Frank did the double on us while he was managing Brentford during our treble-winning season. This is Brentford we're talking about. You know what I mean? What's the guy's name? What's this player's name, man? Ivan Toney. Out here balling on our head tops. You know what I mean? That season, but there's nothing wrong with having Thomas Frank as a manager for a big six club, because he'll adapt, he'll make it work. But the Spurs fans aren't satisfied with what they're seeing, you know what I mean? Which is very, very funny, because they came from like one of the worst seasons that I've seen a Premier League team have last year with Big Ange. But you know what I mean? That's got me thinking, you know what I mean? Like, how must all these other teams feel if, you know, things are looking this bleak for them, you know, at this stage? But anyway, you know what I mean? Shout out to the two teams for at least not losing the match, you know what I mean? Walking away with the point at least. But yeah. Yeah, man. On to the next one, bro. That's the that was our SACKICO, Manchester United versus Tottenham. Manchester United didn't get their chain back from Tottenham's last 4 matches where they beat them, but you know, they didn't lose either. We're on to the Klopp and Pep derby later on today with Manchester City and Liverpool. And listen, man, I need everybody to get their fingers crossed for City to win that. I'm sure nobody wants Liverpool to win. There's no way there's a single Premier League fan who isn't a Scouser who wants Liverpool to win that match. Like, let's pick up all the 3 points. Everybody knows that we'll be able to chase down Arsenal, considering they dropped points yesterday as well. So everybody's Manchester City today. I'm pretty sure of it, man. You guys will let me know in the comment section. Leave a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel and leave a comment if you have to. I'm going to catch you guys on the next one, man. Peace out.